Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Kick Punch Stomp-Cast, Kick Punch Brunch Edition.
Brunch.
It's noon, almost noon.
I'm drinking coffee. That's how you can tell.
Nice. I had my coffee already. I'm a big breakfast.
Big like Barry Corbin.
Yeah, big old breakfast.
Big breakfast.
Yeah, and we're gonna review last night's Raw because I mean, some interesting stuff happened. It actually wasn't too bad. I mean, match wise, it wasn't the best, but like storyline wise.
I thought the first hour was good. The second hour was a snoozer, and then the third hour was pretty good. But that's because I was waiting for the ultimate deletion.
That's the thing, yeah. And the crazy thing too is like they did kind of pepper it throughout with like ultimate deletion stuff, but it wasn't the match. It was just like them hyping it, which was pretty surprising.
We were both right, basically.
Yeah.
Like I thought it would be like the main, or at least a segment. You thought it'd be chopped, and it was chopped and the main. So
yeah, worked out.
The segments were basically the videos they had been putting up on Twitter and shit all week. But that was, I still, dope, right?
They work, and they kind of, anybody who wasn't following on Twitter who didn't see it, kind of.
Obviously, like most of Raw was about ultimate deletion, so like we might as well just start there because that's obviously the big ticket item.
Yeah, how about fucking asshole Michael Cole just completely shitting on it before even.
Fuck man. So like I found that really confusing because it's like. It's Vince, right? Vince is always in Michael Cole's ear. So like anything that Michael Cole says is usually like approved by Vince or literally said by Vince.
Yeah.
So it's like, so that was Vince saying, sorry for this obnoxiousness, right?
Yeah.
But it's weird because this thing's been in the can for a week and a half. So they had a chance to watch it, edit it, reshoot it if they wanted to, whatever.
Yeah.
But Vince still thought highly of it enough to put it in the main, but then had Michael Cole shit on it before it started.
Well,
so I think he was hedging for casual fans.
Yeah, I think he was probably going like, or also he's probably like, I'll let you do whatever you want, throw it out, and I have a feeling it's gonna fucking bomb. If it bombs, that's on you. If not, then it's not on me.
Exactly. I thought that too. Like he's like Matt's been on this for like a year. Like let me do it, let me do it, let me do it, let me do it, and Vince is finally like, fucking fine. Okay, fine. You can have full control. You do this weird, stupid shit exactly how you want to and shut up about it. And that's what it seemed like, at least. I mean, that was a full-on fucking deletion universe event.
It was amazing.
Like Skarsgård and the drone and fucking the Matt Hardy's face projecting from Vanguard 1. Oh my god, like lost it. I was sitting there like a little kid, like right from jump. Like it was so much fun, man. So much fun. Matt Hardy said, Matt Hardy tweeted something. It was like, I'm bringing the magic and fun back to pro wrestling tonight.
Nice.
And that's exactly what it was, man. Magic and fun. Not like serious 5-star technical shit, obviously.
Obviously the match was terrible, but it was all just jokes, man. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life, and that's why
it was fucking wonderful. Like it was so wonderful. Like it was exactly like the TNA ones. It was all grainy and shitty. And I thought they actually told quite a good story, except for the funny part in the middle where they did the British joke where like everybody runs around.
I thought that was fucking hilarious, though. It
was fucking hilarious, but like, up to that point, it was like a campy horror movie.
Yeah.
And then that was just like straight comedic. And then we kind of went back to campy horror, and then we ended a little comedic. So like, but it was fucking wonderful, man. Like, I don't know what people want out of pro wrestling if it's not shit like that. Like, just go spend your time doing something else if you don't enjoy that kind of shit. Because, like, man, it really doesn't get better.
Well, and like you said, it told like a pretty interesting story in terms of like the theories on Bray Wyatt. But it was kind of cool, the whole like, kind of like look at your roots, Bray Wyatt, and it was showing like flashing back to what Bray Wyatt used to do and used to look like.
That cabin shit was dope, man. That was like some of the deepest storytelling they've done in like ever. Like, holy shit, that was a fucking year ago, right? Like Randy burned that shit down a year ago.
Yeah.
And I thought that was magical. Like I popped for that cabin spot. And yeah, that was a great story, man. Great story. It was like, and that's why lead into my Bray Wyatt theory. I think Bray Wyatt's gone. I think Bray Wyatt actually might get released or something, because he tweeted goodbye yesterday. Just goodbye. Single word, goodbye. And he's been trending down the card. He has this like really messy divorce going on, and I don't know, man. Maybe he's more trouble than he's worth. I don't know. Vaccines speculating stuff, but like, I wouldn't be surprised. He doesn't have a spot on the Mania card. He doesn't. If you removed him from TV right now, like, what would suffer?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
And I don't know. I hope he doesn't. I would love to see him on the Indies. I think that'd be a lot of fun. He could play like the culty shit to the hilt as much as he wants to,
Tries
and
to
be weird.
tries to invade Bullet Club.
Yeah, exactly. He goes to Japan. He's just like this creepy specter of a character. I think that'd be fun, man. I'd love Bray Wyatt to have more creative control. And indie wrestling nowadays, you can do whatever the fuck you want, right? So we could go be an actor too. I mean, I could see him.
Would he be able to do like the Bray Wyatt type gimmick though on the Indies, or is that kind of like WWE?
Yeah, for sure. You can do basically like the gimmick, and you just can't use the name, and you can't use like the exact same thing. Like you might have trouble carrying a lantern or some bullshit, but you can wear a fedora and a flannel shirt and just fucking go at it, man.
Carry a candle or something.
Yeah. So I don't know if he's getting released. It just felt very final last night, and like I don't know what a better character incarnation for Bray Wyatt would be. Like I like Bray Wyatt. He's a good character. They haven't really done him properly, but he is still a good character.
I was thinking it might be like kind of bringing him back to like his old roots of kind of like being the cult leader kind of figure.
I hope so. I hope it's not fucking Husky Airs.
Yeah, no, that'd be hilarious. But it's kind of like he's kind of like moved away from that. Like even like when you saw videos of him, like when he used to talk in the house, like do promos in the house, he looked completely different, like Hawaiian shirts and the fedora and stuff. And now he's got like dreads and things. Like he's completely different character, like almost.
He just kind of tweaked along the way, though, like he kind of lost the shirts and the hat, and he replaced it with like creepy patch jacket and dreads and stuff. Like he just got more evolved, like as time goes by. I would love if he went back to his roots and he like disappeared for a couple of months, and then you started to get creepy vignettes from the woods again from him. Like that'd be dope. But I don't know, man. We'll see what the Lake of Reincarnation kayfabe means to WWE, right? Like,
I think, I don't know. I also think you could do stuff too where it's like if you keep going back to the Hardy compound, you could have like Bray Wyatt's like ghost kind of following around first for a while.
Like I deleted you. That would be dope, man. I honestly I don't know why Matt Hardy doesn't just like quit and just start a promotion based in his house and just like do pay-per-views like this, like once a month. Once every 3 months. He could do like a Broken Wrestling Federation and just have like all the characters be like this and have people invading and him defending his compound and shit.
He would have to do it though in terms of like do it like Lucha though, where it's like a season. That's like 10-episode season and then kind of go away for a year, come back. That way like that's a gimmick that could get old.
Oh, it could get old for sure.
You can stretch it out,
even if it's an indie and you just run 4-6 shows a year. That'd be wonderful. 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 But yeah, I don't know, man. I loved Ultimate Deletion. It seems to be kind of a love-hate thing online. You either really, really enjoyed it or you really didn't.
Which is what the first one was like, right? It was very divisive, so.
Yeah. But my personal opinion is if you don't like that shit, you're watching the wrong thing.
I agree. It was amazing. Yeah.
I want more, and I'm really, really intrigued to see what the ratings look like. Really intrigued, like more so than most Raw ratings. Like I really want to see if people stuck around for that shit, and if it just cratered, and the only people that actually enjoyed it are people like us who like do this shit.
Well, somebody said that it was trending pretty crazy on Twitter last night. So
Matt Hardy, he said it was #1 worldwide for a couple hours.
I guess if they've released some of it like on YouTube too, it'd be interesting to see how many views it gets on YouTube.
I bet you they do. Yeah, I bet you they do. They usually do that. That's a pretty good gauge too of like fan interest.
Yeah.
So
that was the whole Rey Mysterio thing.
Yeah, exactly right. And I mean, I'm sure they monetize their YouTubes. So.
Oh God, yeah.
So like they appreciate when someone pops the view numbers, right? So.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, it was memorable as hell, and we always talk about that. We want wrestling to create memories, give us moments and shit. And we definitely got one last night. Definitely. Although apparently the live crowd did not get the final deletion.
I kind of figured, like, I was going to say, like, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw videos the next day of, like, people walking out during it.
Yeah, I think that was the fear. So did you see what they did? They had Rhonda come out and do a kind of dark segment with Dana Brooke.
After
No, during. They didn't play the final deletion in the stadium.
Oh.
At all.
Shit. Really?
Yeah. So they just had Rhonda come out and give a short speech, and then Dana Brooke came out and interrupted her, and then Rhonda suplexed her and walked out. And then Something with Kane and Braun Strowman where Kane ended up going through a table. And then that was it for the live crowd. It was like they just gave him like 2 dark segments and then just sent him home. And then they all had to go watch Final Ultimate Deletion like online or something.
What was the response for the people who were there? Were they pissed at
I don't know. I saw it online that like people were like, "What the fuck?" Like just the people on the who really care who went to the show on the wrestling
That's
Twitter.
weird. What the
Like
heck?
I don't know why you would do that. Like it seems pretty simple that you play Ultimate Deletion, then have the Ronda Dark segment after, right? You say Ronda Rousey will be appearing for the live crowd after Ultimate Deletion. Nobody leaves, watches Ultimate Deletion, and then Ronda comes out. Whole thing. Why the fuck would you not? Like that's bad shit.
Did they tell the crowd too that this wasn't airing? Like, were they like, all right, the show's done, but this is like another thing? Were they must have been
I,
like, man, do you guys
they
see
might have
Raw?
been
Ronda
like
came out. It's like what?
confused and shit. Like they put the Ronda clip online, like on WWE.com. They're like Raw exclusive. I was like, when did this fucking even happen? Like, I was
That's
very
so
confused and then
yeah.
read a bunch of reports, and I think that was a pretty bad decision, man. Maybe they got all shook by that Raw they had at the Manhattan Center that everybody like booed and threw their popcorn and shit at.
But that's it might be that, or I think it was more probably the House of Horrors thing that kind of threw him because the House of Horrors got fucking shit on hard, right? And they
It
played that
should have. It
live.
deserved it.
But I'm saying like you could see Vince being like, oh, here's another house. Like he probably
Oh, sure.
equates House of Horrors to Ultimate Deletion, even though it's a completely different thing.
Yep.
Um,
Because like Michael Hayes or some bullshit like wanted to do this. That was actually him. He wanted to do the House of Horrors forever. It was his gimmick, Michael Hayes' gimmick.
really?
That he finally apparently got through because of Matt Hardy's shit.
And it just
So you can blame Michael Hayes for that one.
you had
Something
years,
totally cool was doing.
you had years to do it, and you fucked it up on your one try.
That's what he came up with.
Wow.
Fucking Michael Hayes, most overrated man in sports
The
entertainment.
funny thing is that probably would have worked back then, though. House of Horrors.
Yeah, I know. If they had done it in the 90s, that would have come off great, man.
The exact same way it would have worked, but like now,
Yeah. People are way too cynical now. Like as a kid, I would have loved that shit. That would have been fun, And maybe the kids nowadays did. Maybe the kids nowadays had a good time with the House of Horrors. I don't know, but I don't know any children.
I don't know, kids. But yeah, so yeah, I guess we'll dive into the card then. So yeah, all right. Interesting segment to open the show with Reigns coming out saying he doesn't want to leave. He wants face Brock tonight. Gets handcuffed.
Yeah,
and Brock beats the shit out of him. So
I like it.
I don't want to go on too much of a tangent. Like I don't want to just talk about this segment itself, but the whole idea that wrestlers are supposed to get suspended, but then show up anyways. And it's like, how the fuck did they get in? That doesn't make any sense.
Didn't he buy a ticket?
Well, okay, that's the thing. But then he came in through the crowd and then waited. But then what bugs me is, okay, I'll totally buy that because I thought of one thing. It's like it's funny if Reigns kind of like put a man bun in, wore a hat, and like a Boris Cesaro's tearaway suit, so he could come in and then right before his segment ripped it off. But then how does his music play, right? So that bug.
I actually missed the start, so I wasn't sure how he got in.
He came from the crowd.
He did.
Yeah.
So what they played the music and then he did his crowd entrance?
Okay, so to be fair, I did not watch it either. But from what I'm assuming if they didn't, that's great. But then how else would you be able to would the people know? I guess the people would cheer and shit. I won't cheer on for that. But if they played the music, then that confused me. If not, then
it works fine. I don't really know. I just I flicked it on at like 8:03 and like he was already in the ring with Kurt.
So I was thinking, I thought 2 things that could have been cool. One, you could have had it where he tried to come in, like you'd see him backstage and he's trying to come in and they're like, no, we can't let you in. And then he kind of beats up the guards, comes in anyways. And that would warrant the U.S. Marshals, whatever the fuck they were, to arrest them. But then I thought of one that would have been even better. Because think about it, man. When you get suspended in other sports, you can't play the game, but you can still go to the arena. So you watch from the press box.
Yeah.
You could have had Roman like in a suit in the press box. Paul Heyman, Brock come out, start chirping the fuck out of him. And he's like, screw this, goes to leave. You have security guys like, we can't let you leave. You got to stay here.
Yeah.
And then I thought it'd be cool. So he's like, whatever, walks away. Camera stays on that guy. He comes back, spears the guy through the door.
Yeah.
And then goes on a rampage. That would get the crowd, man, because like spearing something would get the crowd going nuts.
Absolutely.
And you could have got a little bit more kind of like cheering for Reigns.
I think they could have done, something like that, very similar. I was thinking of something like backstage, same thing, where like he's trying to get in, and then he ends up like beating up security guards, gets arrested, so he's handcuffed, and then Lesnar just jumps him, like without him having to assault police, because like that's kind of a toughie for your like babyface corporate champion.
But it's like U.S. Marshals, not even police. I'm pretty sure that's even worse.
Yeah, man, they're like Fed cops, right?
Yeah.
So like,
I think so.
I saw somebody put up that like Roman Reigns will be back in time for like WrestleMania 38 or some shit because he's going to prison. Like, but yeah, like it was weird, man. Like I know that they had to get him handcuffed, right? So like I get that you got to get there somehow, but yeah, U.S. Marshals was a weird choice, and also a weird choice to have Roman like bludgeoning them to death with his hands.
Oh man, he got some stiff elbows.
Those elbows, man, those elbows were stiff as shit.
And to handcuff him like in the front is pretty. I don't think that's right procedure.
He had to get beat the fuck up, right?
Yeah, no, I get it. But I'm just saying procedure wise.
I thought something was up when he came out and he didn't have all his gear and he didn't have his wrist shit on. Like he always wears those little wrist guards. I don't think I've ever seen him like without his little Superman.
It looked weird. That's true.
Wrist guard gimmicks. Yeah. And he's standing there and I'm like, why the fuck does he not have his shit on? Like this is weird. And well, it was obvious one. I did really like the logic of it. Like I think Vince is doing a great fucking job with this get the crowd to boo Roman and maybe cheer Reigns thing.
Get the crowd to boo Brock, you mean?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Okay.
Boo Brock. They're always booing Roman.
Yeah.
boo Brock and maybe cheer Reigns.
Because it did kind of happen a bit.
Kind of. I think it's like kind of working. I think it's working about as well as you could hope right now. Like I like this. I like Roman, getting handcuffed and then Brock runs out, like excited to beat the shit out of him. Like that was awesomely cowardly, And like Michael Cole had some pretty dope line. It was like, this is like one of the most decorated combat fighters in the world, and he has to resort to this. I was like, that's pretty good.
That's the thing. He's kind of like chicken shit healing almost in a sense, which is like, why is Brock doing that? Brock, but then it kind of. Yeah,
because he's shook, right? He's scared of Roman. He's all shook, and he is a bitch. And it's like, I dig it, man. Like they're telling a fucking good story so far. And like, I kind of loved that their first confrontation came when Roman was handcuffed and Brock came out to like pick the meat. It was like they haven't had a face to face like since shit. I don't even know. And
it would have been since Mania 31, right?
No, they had one. They teased it. I remember like last year or something. I think it was Survivor Series or SummerSlam or something. Okay. They just had them like cross paths more recently than Mania, but like it's been few and far, man. And people were kind of waiting for it, and I thought they were going to delay it again, especially when Roman was getting arrested and shit, and then just swerve. Super good. Yeah. Very impressed.
That's what I want to say. Yeah, I'll say like I didn't hate the segment. I was like those little things that you could like tweak it to make it better. But no, like you said too, and it was different. Because it wasn't the same old like they just come to the ring together and then they just get in their face.
Well, both of us, we were doing the Raw preview and we complained about just these standing talking segments, how it was already felt boring even though it hadn't happened yet, and they just didn't do it. And next week it won't be a standing talking segment after that, man. Those guys are not going to stand and talk till Mania.
Do you think Roman's going to be there? Do you think he's going to sell it? I don't know.
I don't think Roman will be there next week, but the week, they go home for sure. Yeah, I really hope they don't tug of war again. That's all I got to say about that shit.
No, man.
I think Brock. This is like, Roman's got to like stand there and stunt and like shit talk Lesnar for like 2 weeks now, and was going to do it for a third week, and Brock put a stop to it. So next week is when Brock and Heyman get to stand there and stunt and shit talk Roman. Looking forward to it.
I think I don't know. I kind of hate the fact that they made Reigns Undertaker no DQ last year just out of the blue, because I feel like this match kind of warrants it in the sense that it's going to be like a legit fight. So they could make it like a street fight. I don't know. Kind of weird for like.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. I wouldn't be surprised. It's like it'll probably come down to like when they actually start to plot out the match. If they, that's kind of what they did. Didn't they have a street fight the first time too, or something?
Brock,
or they just beat the shit out of each other.
No, they just legit beat the shit out of each other. It was just like a pure fight. It had a fight feel to it, but I'm saying like this one, it's almost like
It was one of the stiffest.
That's the thing.
Fucking matches I could remember.
You don't need to throw in weapons, but I feel like you can't have the I guess you can just have it to where like they beat the shit of each other and like the whole DQ thing, they just kind of like ignore it because you don't need weapons at all to tell a good story with this. But I
don't know. Like WWE doesn't do a great job of like they always have to explicitly say what the rules are. Like New Japan, they just don't DQ people in big matches because they're like, come on, this isn't going to end in a DQ. Don't be fucking stupid, right? But WWE always seems to be like, no, this is a no DQ match. This WrestleMania main event might have ended in a disqualification if it wasn't for our brilliant booking. And it's like, God, guys, come on.
Because they did that Austin Rock 2 at Mania X7, like right before the match, they called it a no DQ. It was weird.
That was because Austin's neck was all fucked and he couldn't really work.
Oh, really? Okay. But I'm just saying, like in terms of, like we're saying, like they had to say it right before it.
Yeah,
I guess
I wouldn't be surprised, man. I think it's a good escalation. I think you're totally on the money there.
Yeah, I'm into that. Should be good.
Yeah, but I dig it so far, man. It's been a good build. I was not excited. Kind of wanted to just get it over with, and now I'm intrigued. So,
yeah, I also think Brock's attack though is really weird. It's like he didn't know what to do. It's like they went on. They're like, okay, we're gonna put him on a stretcher and just do something, and it's like it was so awkward watching him like try to attack Roman. He just kind of like got flustered and he just left. He's like, I don't know what to do. I was thinking
like he tried to tip the stretcher over, and the EMT guy kind of caught it on the way down, and so it just was like this really soft blow.
Is that why there was no audio for a second because probably Brock was just like cursing him out?
He did. He like stepped up and got in the guy's face.
Yeah.
And, like,
oh, okay.
The guy walked away.
That's funny.
Most terrified fucking EMT ever.
I was thinking though it would have been cool if he would have given him an F5 while Reigns was attached to the stretcher. I don't know how dangerous that would have been.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking, was that Brock that did that to Rey Mysterio? He was on the backboard and he swung him into the post.
It was that, or was that one-legged guy?
Oh, it was. It was Zach Gowen. You're right. You're right. I think it might have actually been both. I think.
Oh, that was his gimmick. He would like F5 them into the post.
No, but it was somebody on a backboard. I think it was Rey Mysterio, and somebody picked him up and just swung him like a fucking baseball bat into the post. It was incredible. But it makes me think of Brock. Maybe it wasn't Brock, but it makes me think of Brock.
But yeah, aside from that, like, yeah, I mean, this is one of the better builds to a Mania match. And then I guess we can jump into the other one that it's interesting build, but I don't know how I'm fully feeling about it. The Cena one with Taker. Oh, shit. Shane froze. But I wasn't looking at the screen, so I was like, he's just being silent. But no, he froze. All right, I'll try to carry on. So, yeah, Cena Taker. I don't know if anybody saw it. I'll talk to Shane when he gets back. But Edge was on his podcast talking to Christian about Cena's first promo with Taker and how he found it was kind of goofy. Oh, wait, are you there, Shane?
Yeah.
Jeez, okay, you froze, and then I was looking down, and then you moved, and I'm like, wait, did he just move? What the fuck?
No, I don't know what happened. I dropped for a second. Sorry, everybody.
So, did you hear me talking? Like, did you hear Edge talk about Cena's first promo on Taker?
Yeah, it was hokey.
Yeah, which I didn't get, man. Like, I got the whole lead up to it was hokey, but then when he started talking about Taker, it wasn't hokey to me. It was pretty sincere.
No, absolutely. I agree about that first part for sure.
Yeah, the first part was hokey, but that
unnecessary.
I get it.
Nobody believes that John Cena is going to go sit in the fucking crowd at WrestleMania and not have a match. That's ridiculous.
No, but it was a cool moment to see him jump into the crowd and then take the guy's beer. Like, it was just fun.
I did like that.
It had to be fun. Like, that was the point of it, right?
That's all well and good. Like, I didn't mind it that much. I thought it was a little silly. I think the whole just the logic of John Cena not going to WrestleMania is fucking silly. As like
for sure, yeah.
But yeah, no, I loved his promo last week and this week. It was fucking money, man. Guy is money right now. Like, he's so just good, so fucking good on the mic. Like, he is carrying this fucking thing. Like, so
that's what bugs me, man. It's gonna be Bray Wyatt Taker all over again. I don't want that. I don't want Taker to show up because it just ruins. Like, he has to. But like, yeah. So it and the
as soon as Kane came out.
So that's the thing.
As soon as Kane came out, you fucking knew. I was like, okay, Kane came out, did his thing. They're gonna have a match next week. That takes care of next week, and then maybe on the go home, you'll get a gong.
But like, and this whole, I don't know. It's just frustrating because if they're in Texas, right? They're in Texas, right? Dallas.
Yeah.
He fucking lives there. He couldn't make
it. Could have drove. Yeah, I thought that too. And when Cena said, "Oh, we're in Texas," I was like, "Oh shit, we're in Texas. He might actually be here." You know, because I look at takers earn the right not to travel, whatever. Like,
yeah, for sure.
If he doesn't want to. But yeah, I really would like to see him once. I was hoping like Cena was gonna keep doing his promo and then kind of give up and like drop the mic and be like, whatever, old man, fine, and like walk away, and then step out of the ring and be like walking up the ramp and the lights go out and the gong hits and the lights come back on and Taker's like jacket and hats in the ring.
Ooh.
Like it was at the end of Mania.
Yeah.
And then Cena's like, oh shit. And then the lights go out again, another gong, clothing gone. And then he's confused again and he's like, are we on or are we not? And then just cut.
And then we cut to Limp Bizkit's Keep Rolling.
Exactly.
And Taker comes out and runs Cena over with his motorcycle.
Hey man, I'm super into Biker Taker for this. Like American Badass Taker. Absolutely. It's a perfect character end, you know, too. But I think it'll just be Dead Man. I don't think they'll actually do it.
Yeah, I mean, why not blend both? Why not be the Dead Man but also drive out on a motorcycle?
I think American Badass Taker also deserves a character death. You know, like I guess he did already die though. He died and then Dead Man came back.
Where did he get buried alive?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Probably,
sure.
But I was gonna say too. Yeah, Cena's promos, man. It's like you can tell the passion. Like he actually does want this match. And you can feel in his promos. I
feel like he's been bargaining for this for fucking years. You know, like he's wanted this for a long time. Like he said he got emotional at the streak being broken, like backstage.
Because he wanted to do it, or he just was so upset.
I think both. I think part of it wanted to be him. Part of it is like just a wrestling fan. You know, the shock of it. Like that apparently got a lot of people backstage. Just like they were all like that dude at ringside with the fucking eyes.
Yeah.
You know, like but like it's cool, man. Like it gets real around this time of year, and I kind of dig where it's all going. It's just I was tweeting last night, and it was like John Cena is so fucking good right now, you know, on these promos, and then the segment after Johnny kills it, fucking Miz comes out and just like melts the mic in his goddamn hand because it's just so fucking good. These guys are so good right now.
So, question: do you think he purposely fucked up Finn Balor's name, or do you think it was just?
I don't know. You can play it either way, and that's the magic of the Miz, right?
Yeah, because you
can play it like I don't give a shit. I don't watch the indies. I don't watch that garbage. I just heard about your name somewhere. Is that not your name? That's a stupid name anyway. They're both stupid.
Yeah.
You know. But like Miz was just on absolute goddamn fire on that mic last night. Like I'm super impressed with him and Cena and just everybody's mic skills right now, man. It's just top fucking notch. Like Seth Rollins killing it on the mic too. Like just side note, he didn't really do much last night, but like there's just a lot of good mic work right now.
That's what bugged me so much about the match last year, the tag team match, with Cena, Miz, Nikki, and Maurice, because I was like, that match deserved like a one-on-one because those promos. Like Cena Miz promo for a match, like maybe a SummerSlam match. I don't know, something.
I was thinking again, like people shit all over that Miz Cena WrestleMania main event because like Miz wasn't ready and he wasn't big enough and whatever. Totally true. But now, holy shit, that could absolutely be a marquee like Mania match that they could build is Miz Cena 2. You know,
3.
Like
3.
Well, mixed tags don't count, buddy. But like, yeah, like they could have like their proper one-on-one now that Miz is like a real grown boy.
Mm-hmm. And actually like really good at like really underrated in the ring and starting to get viewed for it.
So. No, I'm all aboard the fucking Miz train, man. Like that dude's killing it. And he's getting a lot better too in the ring. Like he's underrated as shit. I think that triple threat's gonna be really, really good.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah.
Really good. It was nice to see Balor Club back together too. I was worried that Gallows and Anderson were gonna kind of drift away and be declared obsolete. So Finn needs a crew. Those guys need something to do. So I mean, I'm all for factions, man. More factions.
Yeah, same here. Love it.
Because I think it might lead to that thing we were talking about. I don't remember when Roman, the Shield, and Usos,
that would be
and everything might be after Mania. Because like think of it like Finn wins the Intercontinental title or something, right? And then Seth comes at him and he's like, you know, then it becomes like faction warfare. And Seth's like, I got the best fucking faction ever. Ambrose comes back from injury. Roman's here. And then Roman turns on him, baby. Yeah. Roman turns on him. and go off Seth and Roman through the spring and all that good shit that we were talking about. So like I think that'd be super cool. And we could just get, and then it could be like you kick Seth off Raw and over to SmackDown, and then you have like Usos and Roman versus Balor Club, and awesome stuff.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then I don't know. They didn't reveal Braun's tag team partner. So
no, I think it'll just be an ongoing gimmick. Like, I bet she wrestles Sheamus next week, and I'm starting to think it might be Samoa Joe. I think you might be right.
Really, you think so? How do you think they're gonna do it though? Like how?
I think they might just wait until Mania almost, or the go home, and like Braun's getting like they jump Braun or something, and they're like shit kicking him, and maybe attempting to murder him once again. Because lest we forget that the Bar already tried to murder Braun Strowman many months ago. Yeah. Yeah, Braun's getting beat down, and then like Samoa Joe just shows up, and he's like, "I'm gonna be your partner," and Braun's like, "All right."
I can see that. Yeah, I maybe you should do something like Braun just goes, "I don't need a partner. Nobody here is as strong as me or as big as me. Like I'm like solo or whatever." And then Joe's music could hit and be like, "Dude, I could take you out. I took you out in a match before, like the SummerSlam or something." He's like, I want to be at Mania. I didn't get to go last year, and you know what? I deserve a title because I haven't had a title run yet.
Yeah.
So I don't care if you don't want me to be your partner. I'm your partner.
He could just come out and like Joe could come out and just wreck the Bar himself too, like Braun's been doing, and then he could be like, "See, huh?" And Braun's like,
all right. Yeah, just a nod. Or maybe you could do something like Braun's like, "How about I face Sheamus and Cesaro in a handicap match on Raw, and if I beat them, then I get to fight them again solo." Maybe, I don't know. And then during the match, he's getting beat up, and then Joe just comes out and just like, "Tag me in."
I feel like I would love to see Joe, but like it's hard to think of something that really works.
I think I don't know. I think the reason being like Joe wants to be at Mania. He doesn't want to be in the stupid Andre, and he wants a title match. And he's just like, dude, you need a partner. Like I don't like you don't like me, but you know what? We're both fucking badasses.
He was backstage last night, which is what made me think that it might actually be him. So, but so was Big Cass. So
no, I'm more into that. Test 2.0.
Fuck that shit.
Test 2.0.
Oh god.
Yes.
At Greek Town on Sunday, there was a dude who looked like smaller Cass.
Small Cass.
I shouted medium Cass at him. Medium Cass.
He acknowledged it and he liked it.
He did.
Yeah, I don't know. There was like other shit. I don't know if there's much you want to talk about. Revivals in the Andre. That's weird.
That was bullshit. I hated that. But I understand all at the same time. Like at least they're still getting mic time, so they're not totally dead, but they're really close to being dead. They feel like jobbers right now, man.
Well, the fact that they're in the Andre, it's like they're not even worthy of a tag team match. It's kind of weird.
Where the fuck would you even put that,
Yeah.
Like, if they're not going to be in the title match, they're not, that's it. So hopefully they get a restart after Mania. That's all I can say about them. I still think they're the fucking best. They've lost all momentum, though. Like, just all the momentum in the world. So, got to regain it. I think they can. They are top guys after all.
I think. I don't know. We always say like the best solution is always like a move to SmackDown, but at the same time, like you keep moving over to SmackDown. Half the guys on SmackDown don't even get airtime, so they'd still be fighting for airtime. So I don't know if SmackDown, like Benjamin and Gable, still don't even get fucking airtime.
Yeah, I think it's a less crowded field.
Like, but it's also I think Raw less hour, right? So like they're losing that hour, so it's kind of
Raw just gets like, I don't know, the way Raw is booked, it's like there's dominant storylines and then nothing else for anybody else. And like the tag title scene has been like locked on like fucking Rollins and the Bar for like 8 months, And like, so what the fuck else is everybody supposed to do? That's why all the other tag teams on Raw have like become jobbers, because there's nothing to do. Like you can't have meaningful matches when you can't get a title match, It's like those titles were in the fucking Uso penitentiary. Basically,
they're locked down.
Like SmackDown 2, man. Like SmackDown 2, they had Usos and New Day for like half of last year. Like would be good, and sending Usos to Raw would be awesome. So.
It's a fair trade. Yeah, if you want to trade some guys, that's a pretty good trade.
They traded like both whole divisions last shakeup, so who the fuck knows?
True. Yeah, and then we had. I guess we got announced Nia Jackson, Alexa Bliss at Mania.
I didn't care for that announcement, man. That was really understated.
And it's
seems
weird that
destined for the pre-show.
And it's weird that she's just given the match.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I hate that. Like, it's a Mania title match. It should be earned.
Yeah.
Not just because Alexa insulted her backstage. Like, come on, man. Fuck.
Also, that's stupid. Like, the whole thing, it's like, what's her name? The interviewer?
Charlie Caruso?
Charlie, yeah. Charlie's like, she comes in, she's like, yeah, that microphone's been on the whole time. And the fucking camera that's literally pointed. Like, what?
Also, that guy and the boom operator who's standing here and the light man. They should have gone security camera on that one, right?
That would have been good. But then,
like,
is there
do security camera and the hot mic done?
Yeah.
And then Charlie comes in and she's like, "Oh, sorry guys, that mic's on though."
Yeah.
They could have had it play later too, not live. You know.
That thing, like, that was weird that it started to play during Nia's match last week or after the match. But you could have did like Charlie, like, what the fuck? Like, how long were you listening to this live before you went to tell?
What was she doing? Like, what was she doing? And like, that's the thing too. It made her seem like crazy negligent. Like, you're a live backstage, you're backstage interview on a live television show, and you're like, "Sorry, I'm 3 minutes late, guys."
Yeah.
Also, like, 3 whole minutes late for our live show.
Why are you cutting to this? Like, I don't know. There's so many things. Wrestling's weird like that. We'll just get.
They just really sucked at setting that up. Although, like, the takeaway from it is okay. I know, like, there's been a lot of controversy about like the fat shaming and stuff.
Oh my god.
But like, hey man, like, I don't know. They're good friends in real life. You know, it's not like Alexa's actually hating on Nia's body and stuff. I think it's effective healing. I understand that it's not the most positive thing, but we're moving away from a lot of really negative things in wrestling. So they could have done better. They definitely could have done better though. There's better angles than Alexa thinks Nia's fat. You know,
well, that's
some like high school bullshit.
I honestly, like, the whole like body shaming thing, like, whatever. I don't really care, but you could say it's like, just the fact that she's using her is pretty much all that you need.
Yeah, I mean, like, you didn't need to go that far.
Yeah,
like, you just didn't need to do it, and it's just kind of tasteless. If things are unnecessary and tasteless, it's like, why are we doing this? Like, there's like 1,000 other ways they could build that match. You know.
Well, the thing is, like, they put all those 1,000 of ways into the build, and then also, like, they included everything. It's like you didn't have to include everything into it. Like, 2 or 3 of those
grab bag. Yeah. But like, I didn't care how it got there. I think like it's fine. Like, I don't mind the program and I don't mind the build and stuff. I just don't really like how it kind of came to fruition there at the end. It was stupid.
And then the last one we had was just some more Sasha Bailey shit.
Yeah, I like it. I just don't know if it actually ends in a match.
And I just, like, the problem is the crowd doesn't care. It's like the whole Bailey thing. She's like, you just, I understand you did what you did, but the smile on your face when you did it, like, I get it. It just kind of falls flat in the ring.
Yeah.
Like, the crowd doesn't want to hear it because we get it. Like, we know Sasha's a bad guy, and you're kind of like, Bailey, you're just a moron for sticking with her because you know what she's done. Like, you guys had matches in NXT. You know she's fucking ruthless.
Yeah. It does, like, they're trending the line of making Bailey look like a chump for sure.
Yeah. Oh, she's a chump. Fucking.
It's like Sammy and KO. You know, like, if KO just turns on Sammy again, Sammy looks like such a chump, man. Like,
it can't be sympathetic for him. Yeah, that's why. But that's why it's working with Sammy, because Sammy went heel and Sammy has attacked KO and taken opportunities.
Exactly, it's working for me. I just think like the same dangers are there. You know, I think like they're trending towards like a Bailey heel turn, but like I just don't see it, man. She's like a bubblegum babyface. Like, I think it just swerves and Sasha goes mega heel.
The only problem is that if Sasha goes heel and Bailey doesn't, nobody's gonna care because everybody's gonna be like, well, fuck, like, what did you expect?
Yeah, I think it could be like something like Bailey forgives her or something, you know, because like whatever, Bailey forgives her and actually gives her a hug, and then Sasha destroys her, like Ciampa Gargano style.
Yeah, I do think in the end Sasha needs to go heel because Sasha is the better heel.
Yeah.
I just think I don't think there's. I think Bailey's kind of done, man. I don't think there's any other way to save her.
I think she's resurging a little bit right now, like a little bit better than like 6 months ago, you know, because like women's division kind of stabilized and they've had some moments recently where she's actually done some like meaningful things, like the Elimination Chamber, the story, the Rumble and stuff. Like she's had moments at least. On the main, I think she's kind of getting her footing a bit. I don't know if it's actually going to end in a match for them. Like I feel like it's just going to get lumped into the Battle Royale.
Yeah, it seems like they. Well, I think Sasha said she's going to win the Battle Royal, right?
Oh, did she? I missed that.
I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like I heard her mention something about it.
Fuck. I mean, I know
it's
you got to have storylines that build into the Battle Royale, right? But like, it just feels kind of cheap. Like, if they're going to go to all this trouble.
But think about this though, man. Why rush this match if you can just build it to next year's Mania? You know what I mean? Like you can
true. Or
build it with
SummerSlam.
Something. SummerSlam 2 would be a good one.
What you need to is like this is the first women's Battle Royale at Mania, so you kind of need a strong story, strong personalities in it to make people invested, right? So like if they revolve the match around this story and maybe some Becky too, then like I'm a little more okay with it, you know.
Becky, I'm into Becky. Becky needs to.
I love Becky. Becky's so underserved, man. Fuck. Like
she's getting screwed over like Bailey's. Like at least Bailey's getting screen time. Becky gets nothing. So
Becky's in that Ambrose spot, like that Ambrose was in for a long time, where she's like serviceable and she's always there and always dependable. So you never feel like you know, you got to put a rocket on her because she's always going to be over and she's always going to be ready and shit. But like they ran that with Dean too, and they almost fucked it, you know. And then they really did put him over the moon there, you know, for like 6 months on SmackDown. That was perfect. Sure. But like I think they're running the risk with Sasha right now too, where it's like people aren't going to stay there forever, man. Like you could go the Bray Wyatt way, where people stop giving a shit, or you can save it and become a true main eventer. So.
Well, I guess basically what we're trying to say is that Bailey's about to enter the Lake of Reincarnation and get a new gimmick on. And that's where we'll end it. Full circle.
Fuck yeah, baby. Like reincarnation. Give me more. More.
I mean, at the end of the day, like it was a pretty decent run. I mean, we talked about it for like an hour. There's a lot of
It was meaningful, you know, like shit happened. Like I liked the advancement of all the stories. I loved Ultimate Deletion. You know, I didn't really have anything to complain about. Some things kind of treaded water, like, but you know, it's Mania season, man. It's going to be active and fun. Like Raw's worth watching right now.
Yeah.
It didn't just happen. It didn't just happen. Shit actually happened.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I guess that's where we'll end it. Looking forward, obviously, this build to Mania, like there's a lot of matches, but a lot of them they're building properly. I think the only match that I'm kind of don't really give a shit about right now is the U.S. title match.
Yeah, because I mean, there's two of my least favorite people and one of my favorite people, but also least favorite wrestlers. So 3 of my least favorite wrestlers and 2 of my least favorite people.
And see, for me, I got like 2 of like not favorite wrestlers, but wrestlers I enjoy, and then one guy I just don't give a fuck about. But
I'm gonna have a really long piss break at Mania. I'll tell you that much.
No, man, you'll have like a 5-minute because it's gonna be like a 5-minute. They're not gonna give that match like 20 minutes, man.
Bobby Roode's fucking entrance is gonna be goddamn 5 minutes, man. Yeah. Choirs, and doves.
But yeah,
I will say quickly about SmackDown tonight. There seems to be some rumblings about Daniel Bryan wrestling at Mania. And he might be cleared for minimal tag team conflict, and it's kind of gone back and forth with like Daniel Bryan said no, or he might be cleared. And so apparently there's going to be Meltzer said there's going to be some clarity on SmackDown tonight as to whether Daniel Bryan is cleared and will be wrestling, maybe even. So been waiting 2 years. So
if you made it all the way to the end of this video and you heard that and you didn't know that, watch SmackDown.
And then we'll be back with SmackDown review tomorrow.
SmackDown review tomorrow afternoon. Probably around like
brunch.
3 or maybe same time as yesterday's. Maybe like 6 might work. But
all right.
If not, like I can do it earlier if we have to. But yeah,
we'll call it late brunch, early dinner.
Cool. I'm into it. But yeah, so that was Raw.
Thanks for watching.
As always, follow us on the Twitter and the Insta and the YouTube.
That's right.
All the great platforms.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Exactly. 3 words for the YouTube starter kit. Like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe, baby.
But yeah, awesome. Cool. All right. See you guys later.
Cool.
See you tomorrow. Peace.